Hi, I hope you all are good. First of all, happy Women's Day to everyone. So we have dietitian Mac with us. She will take the session on health and nutrition. So I would request to Mac to carry forward the session.
Hello everyone, welcome. A very happy International Women's Day to all of you. So today we have a session which is hosted by Law, which comes under, we're doing it under the Disha project and with Lok Bharti. So you all are welcome from Law and Lok Bharti today, and we'll be talking about concerns related to women. Every one out of 4 women is having PCOS. So I'll be talking about PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I'll be touching upon briefly about what is to be done, what diet is to be taken, how do you manage your stress. So that's what we'll be talking about today. So we start by sharing, there are a lot of symptoms that we as women face. Somebody's having acne issues, somebody's having hair loss, weight gain issues, mood swing issues. So I'll share you factors that lead to PCOS first. The first 5 factors, most importantly, which can lead to PCOS is accumulation of toxins. Then weakened immunity, bad eating habits, eating artificial foods, not going for organic, natural foods. Then is a genetic tendency, it is passed on from your genes, maybe from your ancestors, your mothers and everybody. So that is also something that can be harmful and can lead you to PCOS. Next is insulin resistance and obesity. So let us talk about insulin resistance and how is it causing PCOS in females. We really don't know about it much. A lot of people are unaware. Women, they don't know much about it. So when you eat carbohydrates, what are they doing? They are a form of energy. They are boosting your body with energy. They are energy giving. So when you take up carbohydrates, there is a production of insulin to convert these carbohydrates into energy, which is in the form of glucose. If your body gets resistant because of presence of PCOS, then the insulin will not be there to absorb and to convert this form of carbs into energy, which will lead to raised levels of glucose in your blood. And when the glucose levels in your blood rise, and they'll get stored as fat in the body because they are getting accumulated in the body and they're not getting used up by insulin. Energy के form में convert नहीं हो रहा है इस reason से. So that will bring about weight gain in your body, and that is why PCOS, insulin resistance, may lead to weight gain in most of the women. How is sleep affecting PCOS and weight loss cycle? What happens is, if you are lacking on sleep, if you miss 5 hours of sleep in a week's time, 5 hours of sleep is missed out in a week's time, you're sleeping 5 hours less in a week's time, your body gets 30% more resistant to insulin. This again leads you to PCOS weight gain. This is because of sleep. Let us talk about something which is called fatigue in PCOS. So there are 5 major factors that lead to fatigue in PCOS. The first factor is low blood sugar level. Then is the poor sleeping habits, as I told you in the previous slides. Next is inflammatory foods. Now what are inflammatory foods? They are nothing but foods that contain gluten and dairy. And if you are on PCOS and you do long intense workout, unmanaged chronic stress, if you are having unbalanced hormonal levels, you face chronic stress, and this chronic stress is again related to PCOS fatigue. Talking about other common symptoms, so we have a lot of them. We have excessive weight gain, which is because of just no reason, you just don't know why you're gaining weight. Fertility issues, acne issues is again a sign of PCOS. So preference to what should be done for a lifestyle change. First is to eat natural, organic, nutritious foods. Eat dietary supplements, they are much needed for females. Try and boost up your immunity to fight off infections. Cleansing your body and rejuvenating your body system. Managing your stress levels. Now let's talk about the benefits of vitamin D. Vitamin D is something which is lacking in most of the Indians nowadays. So it improves your mood, it improves chances of getting pregnant, it improves your menstrual regularity, and most importantly, it is a cure to all the lifestyle disorders, improved insulin levels, triglyceride levels, cholesterol levels. Now I have jotted down a few fertility friendly foods for you so that you know for people who are on PCOS or they're trying to conceive what should they have. Let's move on to the next thing that I like to share with you. I have few home remedies. I think kokum is very popular and very easily available if you talk about the South Indian regions. Kokum juice, second you can have aloe vera juice, you can have amla in your diet, usage of palm jaggery. Use cinnamon, use coconut oil, use green tea if you can have it, and also basil leaves. If not basil leaves, use tulsi ka patta in your diet. So these are some of the results. Yes, PCOS people can lose weight, and that's it from my side. Thank you so much for attending today's session. A round of applause for all the women. Happy Women's Day to all of you.